I'd like to mention in this fifth video of psychological applications to organizational development or understanding organizations a little about one Gordon Allport. Gordon Allport, 1897 to 1967, is a famous personality theorist. He is known for his work on values and a very interesting concept of functional autonomy. The concept of functional autonomy says that activities you undertake to satisfy certain needs in earlier stages become needs by themselves. Functional autonomy, they attain a functional autonomous status and they substitute the original motive and become motives themselves. It's very simple. You start, for example, you face a frustrating situation, and in order to overcome the frustrating situation, at that point of time, you start smoking or you start drinking. Just you want to forget for the time being. That frustrating situation is over. A few months have passed, but you continue to smoke or you continue to drink. Or this is the way the habits are formed. You have a problem. In order to overcome a problem, you exhibit certain behavior, and the problem is over, but the behavior continues. That means certain behaviors, certain activities we undertake will become functionally autonomous, and they start getting carried out for their own sake, although the original reason why they existed are not anymore there. Now, this is a very interesting concept, and I think you find many organizations following this without their knowledge. For example, you start a quality department in order to ensure that there is a total quality that takes place in everything that the organization does. Suppose you internalize quality, everything has taken place, but your quality department in the process of your doing has expanded and has become a big department. So even though when the entire organization becomes quality oriented, the department of quality that you started continues to be self-multiplying. I've seen this sometimes happening in HR departments. I've seen this happening in IT departments. I've seen this happening in many service departments. You start a service department in order to fulfill a particular kind of a need. That need is no more there, but the departments continue to expand for their own kind of a sake by creating, I think, new needs and things of that kind. It is possible for organizations to periodically examine whether the kind of structures they have created or autonomous structures have become functionally autonomous, and whether the original needs for which they have created continue to exist or not. Several times we create positions in order to fulfill a particular need at a given point of time, but we continue to have these positions because they have become functionally autonomous. That is how a lot of wastage takes place and a lot of other kind of things take place. So it's a very interesting concept Gordon Allport has given, functional autonomy, to examine whether the activities organizations undertake are required to be undertaken, what purposes they have served at the point of time when they were instituted, and whether the purpose exists at this point of time or not. I think this can be a good tool to audit a variety of functions, to reinvent organizations, and to relook at the amount of wastage that may be taking place. It may deal with roles, it may deal with rules, it may deal with processes, it may deal with anything. So this concept, I think, is a beautiful concept that we can apply and keep asking ourselves, what was the purpose with which we started this particular kind of activity or a system or a structure or a department, and what is the purpose that we need today? Is it serving the purpose? If not, how can we therefore forget about this and then use the energy for doing other kind of things and so on. Allport also has done a lot of work on values and so on. I'm not talking of the values at this point of time. Maybe at some point of time in future lectures I can talk about it.